Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is going on? What is going on?
Chillin', Merc. This week, we have, that's a long ass title. What is it? Our
Superhero comic book
20
movies.
years?
Superhero
What's the
comic book
years?
movies.
What's the years? I want to know. It's from 1978
to
to
2000.
2000.
Yeah.
This week's movie is The Crow City of Angels, 1996.
Yeah.
What else we got?
This was a good year in '96. Yeah, the
you know
Monday
what?
Night Raw.
Not bad so far, right? Not as bad as we thought it was gonna be.
Monday Night Wars was going on during 1996.
Oh, I thought you meant as far as the movies we were watching.
Oh, the movies.
But they haven't been that bad. Barbed Wire wasn't as bad as I thought, and the Black Mass was pretty good. This was all right. All right. We haven't gotten any more Condor Mans. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we got two.
Or Sheena.
We got two coming up that it might be. It might be there.
Don't say
So
that.
we got
I can't wait
Generation
for
X.
Batman Forever.
We got Generation X.
Yeah, that's all right.
And then we
Yeah,
also
I'm
got
looking
Dark
forward to
Man
that.
3. I never seen Dark Man 3, so.
Yeah, me neither. Mm-mm.
Disney.
I was gonna say, but you got a bunch of stuff because you got some packages you said that came in.
Oh yeah.
You got some more figure stuff that got announced, right?
Yeah.
And then you got Grand Theft Auto. So I
Yeah.
need to hear about that.
Before that, Disney has pretty much made all of us like need to go on a diet and just eat healthy because we want to stay alive for all these things that are coming out.
So what you got?
So Disney had their Disney Day. I think it was yesterday or the day before, and they just announced a shit ton of things.
Was it Plus Day? Was that for
Disney Plus Day? Yeah. It was the anniversary date.
Okay. So what they do? They gave out free subscriptions.
They honestly, you could get $1.99 month this month. If you buy anything from Hasbro Pulse, you get a free month.
Oh, okay. So let's see what they got. What you got?
So we got the first look at Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's set for 2022. We got the day of Disney Plus Day. Marvel Studios Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings was got on Disney Plus. Jungle Cruise is on Disney Plus. Home Alone is on Disney Plus. The World According to Jeff Gloom, season 2 is on Disney Plus, and a bunch of other stuff. Mario Studio Day. So they pretty much have a bunch of things. Just add a shit ton of content on Disney Plus. I watched Shang-Chi yesterday, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was really good.
Good.
We got the first look. They did a documentary series of the Legacy of Boba Fett. Definitely check that out. I've been meaning to watch it. I didn't get to watch it yet. For Marvel, we got the first glimpse of Moon Knight and the first glimpse of She-Hulk.
Is it people in the costumes? What it look like?
So Oscar, the dude that played Poe in the newer Star Wars movies, he is playing Moon Knight.
Yeah. So I know they announced that, but they showed that man in the suit.
They show
him locked up in the asylum.
They
What's
showed
going on?
parts of the suit. They didn't show like the full like length. They showed him like kind of bending and then him jumping in the air and shit.
Okay.
That one, like the few things they showed, looks like it's gonna be violent as shit.
I mean, isn't that what Moon Knight is about? Beating up people,
Moon Knight's a violent
whooping that
character.
ass.
Yep.
He's a street justice kind of hero, man.
He'll beat your ass. He will beat your ass.
And he might be a little bit insane too. So watch out.
Yeah, we got the first glimpse of She-Hulk and kind of see her hulking out, and you see actual Hulk appear in that show too. Bruce
So
Banner.
did they show the She-Hulk or did they like hide it?
They showed her. They have not shown any of their faces. They show like their
Okay.
body and stuff like that. Yes.
Okay.
We got a first glimpse of Miss Marvel. Echo.
As in, what's that?
Miss Marvel it's based on the comic of the little girl. I forgot her name.
Oh, okay.
Something Connor.
Okay.
Is her story. So basically, that's a live action show. Echo's
They
coming.
showed the stretching. Did they show her get giant and whatnot? What's that?
No, they did not. They again these clips they showed are very, very, very teasy. They did not really show anything.
They
just
should
showed
at least
you,
show her in the costume.
Yes, they did. And she looked good.
All right.
Same thing with Moon Knight. They showed like a glimpse of the costume, but you did not see his face.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind them showing them doing too much. But if you got to see the actor or actress in the actual outfit that's gonna be seen on the show, that's cool.
Yeah. So Echo, we did not see any clips for that. I Am Groot, didn't see anything for that, but that's been announced as well. Ironheart is coming, and that also did not get any pictures or anything like that. Agatha, the House of Harkness, also did not get anything. Marvel Studios Spider-Man Freshman Year, which is an animated series coming for Spider-Man, is supposed to take place right before Homecoming, where he got his powers. Marvel Studios Secret Invasion. The only thing they showed was Samuel Jackson with a white beard.
Interesting.
Animated. I think it's going to be the same people that did What If. They are doing Marvel Studios Marvel Zombies.
I mean, that makes sense, right?
One thing that I know you might be excited about, and I'm a little excited about as well. X-Men 1997 is coming out in the animated series. It's supposed to take place right after the end of the X-Men animated series.
I'm scared because I hope they understand the reasons why that show was popular.
Yeah.
I don't. My thing is always when you see people talk about the reasons why they like it, it's not just because they was the X-Men, dog. That show was really like, I don't want to say adult, but it was really weirdly sophisticated for a kid show.
Yeah, 100%. What I think they're going to do, and what they have, I think what they're going to be going based off of, is Marvel Comics has a X-Men 92 series.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's gonna play off of that.
Was that what?
It's a comic book series
written by Jim Lee.
No, it's written by the person that wrote the comic, the animated series.
Okay.
So
that sounds good.
Hopefully we get some good stuff out of it. Hopefully we get some screens. We have not got screens again. Moon Knight, She-Hulk got announced. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers got announced. A Darkwing Duck series is coming. There was a hint. It was not present, but it was a little hint of something of Gargoyles is coming. So we have not get a full announcement, so I'm not going to say 100%, but they did hint of something new for Gargoyles is coming.
Did somebody call Keith David? What happened?
Probably. He probably just showed up and like, hey, like, oh shit, they doing Gargoyles. That's probably how they got that rumor. Is the fact that he just showed up to the party.
Just goof for a second. Come here, record something.
He was like, I just came here for the food, man. You're playing Goliath, god damn it. You're alive, you're healthy. You play Goliath or not.
I mean, yeah.
I'm looking at, honestly, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, I think it's gonna be a live action / and like kind of like Chip and Dale Alvin and the Chipmunks, the movies they did.
So it's gonna be a mix of real people and CG.
Yeah, and I think it's Annie Samberg. He's playing Dale, and Chip is being played by John Mulaney. He was Spider-Ham in Into the Spider-Verse.
I don't remember his line, so
he was funny in Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, I'll take.
He has a very Seinfeld-ish kind of meaner.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how Seinfeld tells his jokes. He has a very
it's hard because if you weren't Depressed Peter or Spider-Gwen, it's hard for me to remember the other people.
Yeah, that's all the Disney stuff coming. It's a shit ton of stuff, and then Star Wars, they also have announced the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, which I think is next year. The Book of Boba Fett, which airs December. Mandalorian season 3 got announced, and there's a bunch of other stuff that's coming.
Where's Sasha Banks at? She's still on that show?
I think she's on Mandalorian season 3. I think she is.
Okay. Right.
So again, a lot of things coming. Also, if you're a T-Mobile member, Paramount Plus, you get it for free.
Is it worth anything? What's good?
So you want to know the only thing that I find worth it? I know Jinxie loves it because he loves Star Trek and stuff like that. I can't stand Star Trek, as we have a show called Not a Trekkie. I can't stand Star Trek. They have all of 2003 Ninja Turtles on there.
What was that? A good season, bad
Yeah,
season? I don't remember.
that was the one that kind of went more to the Mirage comics. That was I think early 2003.
I don't know. I'm saying I'm asking your
It was a
opinion.
good
Was it
series.
like good or bad? I
It
have
didn't
no
end
idea.
that good. It didn't end that good, but the beginning, I think up to season 6 was really good, and then they
Hmm.
decided to go more kid friendly with fast forward, and it went down.
So it lasted what? You said 9?
Eight
If it
seasons.
came out in 2003, it lasted 6 seasons?
8 seasons.
8 seasons? So it was around for like 8 years?
Hmm.
All right. So, okay.
It was a good series. It was a bit more adult. They kind of went more towards the Mirage comics.
What network carried it?
Channel 5. It was on Channel 5.
It was on Channel 5?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I definitely wasn't watching. Okay.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Definitely was not. Gotcha.
I think if you check it out, you probably recognize it if you like just
Hmm.
by the
Hmm.
animation and stuff like that. It had a unique animation. It was it was a really good series. I'm actually looking forward to seeing that one more than what we're doing now with the '87 cartoon, because the '87 cartoon is not that great. Like
Well, how far did you get? Because last time I remember you were up till season 4 or 5.
we finished our last recording was for season 5. We're watching season 6 this for the next cast. And then season 7, there's I think 10 seasons altogether of the '89
Hmm.
cartoon. Like we are at this point, me and Tenacious T are very looking forward not to be watching these movies.
So can I assume what you're telling me is that that series steadily just gets worse?
It just, you know what they do a lot in this series? They repeat a lot of things.
Okay.
There's a
Okay.
lot of the same storylines. If you go to, like, there's always an alien, and then they always realize, and like, there's no, oh, the aliens exist, and I was like, you seen aliens like 2 days ago? What the fuck?
Got you. Got you. Got understood.
They do shit like that, and then there are some good ones. They're few and far between though. Like after season 2, they're very few far in between. Like there's certain episodes that are really good, and there are really bad ones.
Got you.
It's not a
Okay.
good balance of good. It's more bad than good.
So how the hell did it stay on for so long? Damn,
Because
man.
again, we're watching a kid's cartoon. So if it honestly, if kids are gullible and they'll watch anything if it's cartoon wise.
Yeah, I guess so. But
And I realized that very
but
fast.
see the thing is, Merc. At some points, we realized there are some cartoons that just didn't last because they were just terrible.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what you're telling me about this is it just sounds really bad.
You know what's
And it's
crazy?
like a mystery.
Like nowadays cartoons, like I'll say even from like 2010 and on and up, because I'll give credit to 2012's Turtles of being amazing story, of being amazing written really well. I feel like storylines got more important in the later cartoons than it was back in the day. Back in the day, it didn't give a fuck. There was like, have the Turtles fight a gremlin. I don't care, damn. As long as we can sell the toy of it, we good.
Yeah, I guess so, right? I guess so.
And then nowadays, it's more story oriented. Like even like the rise of the Turtles, a lot of people didn't like it because of the animation. It went too cartoony and too funny. It had a good story. Like if you go beyond it being goofy, it was still good. Like even Teen Titans Go. Like a lot of people bitch about it, but it's quite good if you actually just pay attention and not complain about it having to be serious. Not everything has to be serious.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets serious at times, but it's funny. It's an overall funny show. But the same thing with that. But 87
Okay.
the 87 cartoon is like tough, is because they do a lot of the same shit. I think honestly, our favorite characters and has been currently is Bebop and Rocksteady. Whenever they are on, they're funny. They do funny
Gotcha.
shit. They still do dumb shit. They're dumb as fuck, and they're just hilarious. Other than that, like even the turtles themselves get annoying after a while. So it's like Mikey's a pizza fiend. Like I swear to God, he needs AA for pizza. Like
Gotcha.
that's all he talks
Gotcha.
about is pizza. What about pizza? And it's all the fucking time. Like, dude, stop. You
That's
have
pretty funny.
issues.
That's funny.
But it I've been trying to like give it open minded, but also like watching it and stuff like that, and just seeing how we used a lot of the storylines do go throughout the series too. It was like, didn't we just see this? Didn't we have this? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that.
Okay. All right. All right.
But
That's
we got
unfortunate.
7, 8, 9, 10. We got 4 more to go. And then 7 is long, 8 short, 9 short, 10 short.
Okay.
So we'll probably do 8, 9, and 10 all together in one cast. Because they're all like 10 episodes. Anyway. Yeah, and then talking about like turtles and stuff like that, I got a bunch of things in. I got the NECA Napoleon and Antonia figures from the NECA cartoon line. They pretty much the punk frogs of the cartoon. They look just like the punk frogs of the cartoon. They all look alike, actually. I got the Transformers Red series because I was planning to do a villains cabinet, villains shelf. So I got Megatron, Starscream, and Soundwave. Those are my favorite 3 of Transformers. I also like the Astro Train, just because he transformed into 2 things. I think that was the only reason why I liked him.
Gotcha. Okay.
He was the spaceship and also the train.
Did he carry people?
Yeah.
In the original figure?
He was I don't know how big. I don't remember the figure. I remember in the Transformer movie he was used to transport people.
Gotcha. Understood.
He was a train and a rocket ship. I got my hands on the original Turtle Van. I haven't opened it yet. I might get one more though. And yeah, and I think those Transformer ones are pretty dope. They're not transforming figures, so they don't transform. They're more for like action figure style wise. So I'm fine with that. I just wanted them for standing anyway, so it's all good.
I mean, I'm kind of disappointed Soundwave doesn't turn into a tape deck.
They have one that do. It's just like that. This one particularly is not made for like. It's just a straight up action figure.
They all should. If they don't play music, then he's not Soundwave. How dare you?
I think it comes with the
he should
little
still
robot,
play
though.
MP3s. I love that. One of my friends has the one that does that. He has the MP3 player one.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's what I got this week.
Yes, sir.
Stuff. Yeah.
But let's talk about that GTA, dog. Because you got it. We was talking about it. We said, listen, man, it's your own fault. Well, I told you I was going to wait. You told me some funky stuff, man.
So
what happened?
So I got it on the Switch as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I have something to go to play. And I haven't been touching my Switch. I was like, you know what? Let me get on the Switch as well. So the Switch kind of looks like the PS2 version. Like, it doesn't really look different. It does play. It plays like the original one. They didn't really fix things. It's kind of glitchy here and there. My biggest issue with the game is like people forget like how hard those games were.
Not me. That's why I don't like Vice City. Yeah, I stopped almost 2/3 of the way through because of that damn that helicopter mission with the toys.
Yeah.
And the construction site.
Oh,
that beat it like in the first 10 tries. So I just gave up and was like, I'm good.
Those games are hard and very unforgiving, and pretty much the aiming is not that great. Even if you use the automatic aim, it's still not good. And these motherfuckers come out the walls and be shooting you, or they hide in the walls and shoot you. Like, I was wondering where I was getting shot at, and then when I looked around, and then I saw the dude's gun like poking out the wall. I was like, motherfucker. But yeah, I only played 3 so far. I've been playing 3 on the PS5 and the Switch. So I only played 3, and yeah, that game is hard. Like, it's not the most forgiving. And the PS5, if you want the trophies, you can't do the code, so they don't let you save.
Of course.
Exactly. At least the Switch, I don't like. Switch they do have trophies, but no one really fucking cares about the Switch trophies. So you could do the codes on the Switch. But the buttons on the Switch are not like, honestly. If you have the Pro controller,
yes,
I think you might be better off using that because the way or switch some of the buttons, because I switched the handbrake from the bumper button to the X button or the A button. Just the fact that the handbrake was very close to the acceleration, and you know how small the Switch is. Like they block each other, so I'm like, all right. That's
at least they put that, because I don't remember. Was that a thing back in the old game? The customizable controls?
I don't. You know what? I cannot tell you because I never changed it. but it was on the PlayStation controls. But it made more sense because it was more comfortable. But the Switch is very thin, so it's harder to press that button.
That's cool.
It's okay. I haven't played Vice City or San Andreas yet, but I've been getting a lot of like glitches, a lot of like random shit that's happening, or even like there was a mission I did yesterday that you had to get a car that has a body in it, and these two motherfuckers come after you, and you have a slow ass car, but they got really fast cars, and how you're supposed to get it away.
I assume you solved the problem by getting out and shooting them, right?
No, because
No?
they'll run right into you.
Ah.
There's like one block that has like these big ass holes. I used that.
Gotcha.
It was a bitch. Other than that, like it's okay. Do I
How's
have
the
like
voice acting hold
nostalgia
up?
for
'Cause I
that?
remember
It's the
that
same.
was a thing.
Yeah. Well, GTA 3 had their storylines, but the guy didn't really talk.
No, I know that. But I do remember that was the big deal.
Yeah.
Like when that whole line of games first debuted, each one had a giant billboards everywhere, right? And then they all had like these really cinematic trailers that fit the themes of the game.
Yep.
Like I can still hear the flock of seagulls in my head, and the vision is not anything from that music video. It's Vice City.
Yeah.
Same thing with like the opera song they play for 3. Like
Yeah.
I remember that,
Yeah.
but I don't care about where that opera song came from. In my head is Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah. It's okay though. Like if you're a fan, I'll honestly don't buy it right away. Like I'll say let them fix some things and stuff like that. Wait till it goes on sale. It's not worth the $60.
Okay. If you can get it on one of these sales, which is actually the Black Friday sales are happening now, GameStop has their buy 2 get 1 free. So
Yeah,
everybody's starting to get their buy 2 get 1 free out there.
I cannot find 3 games I want.
Yeah, I mean I couldn't either. That's why I bought Shin Megami Tensei 5. I'm not doing it.
No,
Sorry.
and Switch, yeah.
I'm not.
That'd be good.
I know, but I'm not trying to be a PC snob, but there are certain games that's just like, don't do that to yourself.
Yeah.
Or rather, do you want to see it this way, or do you want to see it this way? It's like Guardians is a game. I want to see it this way.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. The Mario Party I heard was good.
Also, shout out to Merc with the mic. If you don't follow him because he's been putting up pictures from Guardians, and that game looks amazing in screenshots. It does look good when you're playing it, but that is another game, kind of like I would say like Neo, kind of like Horizon, Ghost of Tsushima. That the photo mode really makes that game look good.
Yeah,
looks good.
I just catch good clips. I'm actually not even using the photo thing.
I mean, but that's how good it is made to look, because even the UI, when you take the pictures and the pictures you put up, it doesn't get in the way.
Yeah.
So.
Because I just randomly pick. Usually, if I find a good screen that has everyone, I'll post it up. I actually got one of them falling, and I have I think Star-Lord is in the. I like the old suit. I've been using the old suit a lot.
God, they don't give you any special abilities like Spider-Man used to, do they?
No.
Okay. They need to bring that back.
Yeah.
I miss that. I miss wearing the cosmic Spider-Man suit and just being
invincible,
being broken.
Yeah, I think the Spider-Man suits did in the game.
That's what I'm saying. Well, how come Spider-Man the only one that get powers when he wears?
Yeah, because I think the Scarlet Spider helped you locate things faster.
Give me the one that give me double damage. That's all I want. That's it.
That was usually like the black suit and shit.
Black suit, yeah. Cosmic suit or
cosmic. I think you was invincible with the cosmic.
Well,
suit.
you had double damage and you was invincible.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah. So. Yep. Yeah. Checked it out. I just actually posted another picture because I forgot I took some. Yeah, Guardians is good. I'm trying to 100% it, but I'm having issues with one ish because everyone, the trigger, the thing I need Drac the Destroyer to do, he's not doing. He's annoying me right now.
Yeah, there's probably an achievement list video for that, because maybe it's some really weird thing you have to do since it won't do it by itself.
Yeah.
It won't set it up for you. You probably gotta go stand in this level in the third room, and you gotta go punch this guy 3 times, and then Drax
Yeah.
for some reason will run up, and then you get to do whatever it is.
Yeah, I
So
just
we'll
posted
see.
this one, and you see like Rocket like just they're supposed to be falling in a hole, and Rocket's just
Gotcha.
like chilling with the suit on,
Yeah, I see.
the
I
business
see.
suit and shit.
Yep, it's pretty good.
I actually like the old suit, so I've been using that Star-Lord old school suit. Looks cool. Anyway, yeah, Guardians is actually surprising me. It was actually been a really good game.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's why. See, that's why I say even though, because we talked about it. Also, they debuted the new Spider-Man DLC, I believe, for Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It don't look that great. It didn't impress me much, but I'm waiting for the gameplay. I want to see.
Yeah, I kind of want to see how he plays and how they use him and stuff like that. Like I'm kind of curious to play it when he comes out, but
Because
I
Black
also
Panther
don't want to play
in
it again.
gameplay wasn't that bad.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
What I saw of him. So
Yeah, I just don't like. I don't like the game is just very repetitive, and I couldn't get into it.
yeah, I get that. I get that.
What's up with these fighting games?
Well, I was telling you earlier, a lot of them are having their grand finals and of these really, really big tournaments. Right now, that's going on. Tekken is having a West African Masters. It's called the West Africa Masters event. They're streaming it right now on the Bandai Namco channel.
Nice.
Excuse me. I don't know if they're gonna debut a new character for Tekken soon or not. But if Guilty Gear and what was it, King of Fighters, like the day before,
Yeah.
they debut Whip, which everybody knew was going to be in the game. But what KOF is doing, they do the silhouette, and then the next day they do the reveal. So what Guilty Gear did this weekend at, I believe it was like a giant Red Bull event that just passed. Shout outs to Long Island Joe. Saw him getting to be the host. That was pretty cool. That's the homie from the local New York City fighting game community. So
Nice.
that's cool. But the cool thing they did at the end of the grand finals of the Guilty Gear tournament was, which a surprise character won. I don't know if you remember the big dude. His name was Gold Lewis. Like a big fat guy with a casket.
Yeah.
With the alien, a little alien arm that comes out sometimes.
Yeah.
It's pretty weird. They showed it off an even weirder character, which is in the story mode. So he's like this. He's basically the antagonist of the story mode. So
Okay.
So now he's actually a playable character. They showed off his moves. Trailer's kind of whatever. The character himself, I know looks cool. He's replacing so what they did in the last game, Xrd, was they made a gun type character. So it looks like he's gonna be the new gun type character.
Cool.
Which is cool. So, but he's like, his demeanor is of a person who just really doesn't give a shit, and it looks interesting in how he does his moves, how he holds his gun, like his stance and everything. The character also has multiple stances, but like for some reason the song and then the way the trailer was cut together, it's kind of meh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'm still looking forward to seeing people get their hands on the character, so that's cool. So
Nice.
you got that brand new character, and you also have Whip, and I believe Luke for Street Fighter V is next week.
Yeah.
I think it's the 22nd. So I think it's the 22nd. It might be the 25th. So at some point, it's definitely going to be next week. So fighting games is getting their characters out there. Like I said, there's been no rumors for Tekken, but they've ramped up their tournament scene a hell of a lot. And usually when they get to do the big ones, like at the end, there's usually a reveal. So who knows? Maybe they'll reveal Tekken 8. They'll say, we're starting development on it. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Year's almost up. It's November. God damn it! Hurry up, Tekken.
Yeah. I want to see if they actually going to do new games, or they're just going to keep adding stuff.
I know, because Tekken's like almost 7 years old or something. There's something really weird.
Street Fighter is old.
Tekken is an old ass game. True.
Tekken is older.
Yeah, Tekken is older. Arcades and stuff.
Arcade, okay.
But like
console Street Fighter.
That's a long ass time now. For a fighting game. Yeah,
Well, at least they still have the consistent community to it.
that's
Like
true.
it hasn't really lost players. It's always been actually gaining players and anything.
Yeah, yeah, and also shout outs to the like we don't always catch them, but I try to be aware of them. The fighting game sales.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball is on sale on certain PC websites, so if you playing on PC, you want to get Dragon Ball, is dirt cheap.
Well, if you want the DLC for Tekken is on sale right now on
Yeah,
PlayStation.
Tekken is on sale as well. I think Street Fighter, like they're all the games that we were talking about how old they are.
Hmm.
They're not stupid. At least they're on sale.
Oh, and Power Rangers just added the
Oh yeah, they
cupcake
have a new
lady.
trailer for their character. Yeah,
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 she's
yeah. That's
adding
true.
it. I think she's being added this week.
You might be right.
Yeah, and they're doing their thing of adding like who they're gonna add next.
So they put out a thank you
Yeah,
for the fan feedback. Remember when I was telling you
yeah,
to send them whatever ranger you want or character you want?
yeah.
They actually put out a thank you like this week for the
Nice.
fan feedback. So hopefully they took that into consideration. Yeah, I see it's on their channel right now on the Battle for the Grid YouTube channel.
Oh, sweet.
It is Poisiandra and Gravesword.
Yeah.
So yeah, fighting games, man. They so much stuff.
Yeah, I've been liking the game. Like that's one of my favorite. Like honestly, right now, I'll say that's one of my favorite games, just because it's something easy to just pick up and play.
Mm-hmm.
But it is also something that I think just gotten better throughout the time it's been out.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah,
I guess they have the community to thank for it because if they didn't have a constant outreach to the community and stuff,
yeah,
and if it wasn't like they didn't have people who were from the fighting game community on the team, it wouldn't have been as successful.
yeah.
So good.
But yeah, I actually I posted mad pictures on that post that you had.
Yeah, I see. I see.
Like,
But like they were definitely appreciative of people like chiming in and telling them,
Yeah.
yo, we like this character. Even for this one, I don't know her. Do you know what
she's from
series she's from?
Ninja Steel, I think.
So even when this character, I think the day the trailer came out, they said, please, if you want, post your favorite moments and different moves from her.
Yeah.
So again, they reach out, which is cool.
What was her name?
And then also, before we go into the verdict, I just wanted to bring up the Elden Ring. They had the network test actually happened this weekend.
Yeah.
I've seen some funny stuff happen from it. It looks really cool. I'm kind of mad I didn't get in. So that's about it. Just gonna say that. I'm upset.
No.
I didn't get that email. What's the point of me being on the mailing list? And y'all, again, I said it last week, Merk. I'm on the mailing list, man. Why y'all ain't send me that code? I mean, sure, I would have had to play it on PS4, but still.
Correction, she was on Dino Charge.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
why?
anyway,
Why
it looked great.
do we have to go slap people?
Maybe we got to go to the Bandai Namco offices.
Let's go slap people.
As Jay and Silent Bob.
Damn right. We
Or-
got inspiration. We could hire Diaz probably.
Yeah, I'm about to say it. Or as Daniel Brooks' boyfriend. Yo, let's go down there and slap people
Yo, they've
up.
been talking shit about you.
Oh man.
And they said
Yeah.
your hair looked ridiculous.
Shout outs to that dude.
2
We
weeks
should
in a
have shout
row.
him out on the Wrestling Babble again. Yo, he is a hero.
He is the Gaspar hero of the week.
He is a hero. Yeah, he's the hero of the month. Screw
There
it.
you go.
The month's almost over, but yeah, he's a hero.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Got anything else, Mark?
Oh yeah, Super 7 wanted to tease the fucking turtle van.
Yeah, he was saying you had one, and then you saw somebody was teasing the new one. So what's up?
Super
with
7 teased it.
What's it look like? Like it's straight up faithful,
They
or
straight up just showed the driver's side with April in it. That's all they showed.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They did not show like the whole feature length looking thing, but knowing how big that freaking Thundercat thing was,
Oh yeah. Oh damn, dude. You right. Don't make me.
that's gonna be big.
remember
It's
that.
gonna be a big turtle van, and I may have to fucking get it.
Do they? Okay, so was that April a part of an existing line?
Yeah, she's in I think she's in wave 3 of their Super 7s.
And so since you know the size, you tell it's made to fit all the figures in there. So, okay.
Yeah, so the turtles are supposed to fit in there. The turtles are not as big, but like Rocksteady's fucking huge, as he
Got
should
you.
be.
Got you.
But the
Got
other
you.
ones are not that. Like the turtles are not as scaled that big. They're wide
Now,
though.
I don't remember. Did the turtle van, the original, have any type of action?
The door popped up, and you could have a turtle on the door with the
Mm-hmm.
gun, with the missiles and shit, and he'll pop up.
Okay. Okay.
And also had like a little thing that you could drop missiles on. The top bend open that you could put the turtles in. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That's right. Fucking know
Do you
exactly
think
what.
they'll go back and put the actions in, or will they just make a
I
van?
think that, again, actually the fact that what they're doing is remaking the action figure line, so I could
Mm-hmm.
see it being more like the original one, but being more detailed.
So,
So
but
like
I'm asking, you think the door's gonna pop open and there's gonna be a turtle sitting in there, or no?
well, you got to put the turtle in there.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm saying you think they actually gonna go through the trouble
I
of
think they
making the
are because it
door?
was a big feature in
Okay. Okay.
the
Okay.
figure. The other thing is say for instance the windows that are have stickers on it. I think they will actually be windows, or the reflection the car mirrors, the rear view mirrors. I think they will actually have reflections. Cause this one has orange antennas and stuff. I feel like that would be more detailed. I feel like the grooves, there'll be different grooves. I think it will be shaped differently and things like that, but it'll actually be the same turtle van.
Okay. Okay.
And it'll have the stickers and all that stuff. But I think it's gonna look good. I will. It's gonna be probably $300 too, and I'm gonna fucking end up buying it because I am a sucker for turtles. So.
Gotcha.
And I was going crazy because I wanted this as a display, and now they're making one. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the NECA figures will fit in the original turtle van.
Okay. Okay.
They fit perfectly in it.
Mm.
But the movie ones, the NECA Super 7 ones, I don't think they would.
Gotcha.
Because they're kind of big.
Okay. That's
But
cool.
Yeah, I hate NECA. I hate Super 7. They both assholes. I hate them both.
I hate them all.
They're taking all my money.
See, and the first thing I did was turn to Big Bad Toy Store, and then there's Jubei from Samurai Showdown. I never thought I'd see somebody make a figure of this character.
Oh yeah, I
Why?
think it's
Why?
I
And he's
think
got he got the real clothes on it. What?
Isn't it is it Storm Collectibles doing it? Or is it a statue?
Where it says who is making this? It's by Beast Kingdom. It doesn't say anybody else.
Yeah, it's probably a different company then.
No, it's not a statue. It's an actual figure.
Yeah.
8.27 inches made of plastic based on the video game. Yeah, 25 points articulation.
Yeah, that's a different company. Beast King.
It looks amazing though. Why?
Oh, they did the Knight Iron Man, a medieval Iron Man figure.
Okay.
They did a Darkwing Duck as well.
Damn. Who made Metal Gear Rex? Why is this? What is this? Why is there so much stuff just popping up now? Come on, man.
Because you love
And it has a tiny little liquid snake in it. Come on, man.
Now they're just gonna sell you everything. You did it to yourself. I warned you about this.
Oh boy.
And then I'm looking at these dioramas things, and I'm like, fuck, I should get
It comes
these.
with a tiny liquid snake. It comes with a dying ninja. It comes with a healthy ninja, and it comes with a solid snake with a missile launcher.
Yeah.
What the hell, man? But they're all tiny, but still. They didn't have to make the dying ninja.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Damn.
They didn't have
I'm
to
looking
do
at these dioramas they have on Big Bad Toys, and I'm like, ooh, that would be dope. But they're like $100 each, and I'm like, I'm good.
Gotcha.
Ooh, they have a toilet. I could make someone get it spray.
It's just a random ass toilet, or is it a turtle's branded toilet?
It's like a washroom. So it's like a Japanese toilet because it has the toilet in the floor, the one you had to squat.
Yeah,
it's one of those. I was like,
somebody called the Jinkies. I see the major.
Yeah.
And a Tachikoma. Uh-oh. It's a yo Jiggies, you got a spare $1,800 lying around? You want to get at the scale 1/4 statue of the Major and her Tachikoma? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ. Somebody call the Jinkies.
Uh-oh. I should not send them that.
It looks amazing. It looks real good though.
Nah,
Why?
they do good jobs, man.
And this is by Prime One Studio. But there's like 7 other the major things that just showed up that are for
Yeah.
pre-order, which means they're not out. Which is like, who did this? What person sat there and went, all right, we got 7 companies and we're all gonna release different different Ghost in the Shell figures. Come on, man. That's crazy. Anyway, I gotta get off this well. All right, so we gotta get to this movie, man.
Let's
You
get to
did?
this movie.
Count Chocolate and Blueberry? Come on, dog.
Yeah, I saw those too, and I was like, oh, damn. There's a chance I will get those, but no, I try
I
not
would
to.
get the Count Chocula.
All right, let's roll to this movie before we start purchasing shit.
Yes, sir. So this week's movie, like we said earlier, The Crow City Evangelist. Okay, it was released in 1996. I'm trying to find U.S. on August 30th, 96.
Yeah.
It is directed by Tim Pope.
Yep.
Scanning his stuff. Let's see. Do we see anything here? I see twice like David Bowie things.
He directed a Iggy Pop concert.
Yeah, so apparently he's like he's heavily involved in the music industry. Look at all
Yeah.
this stuff. Yeah, The Cure, Iggy Pop, the verses, the like. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Queen, dude. Yeah. So he is heavily interested in the music world. So
Yep.
I guess I kind of see some of the flair for what was going on. The specifically the music stuff
Yeah.
in this movie. Yeah, I kind of get it now. Written by James O'Barr, says comic book series and comic strip. So David S. Goyer, which sounds familiar.
Yeah.
What did he do? Because I see the first thing that shows up when you hit him is Dark Knight.
Yeah. Where? I think he wrote
Dark City. He wrote Dark City.
There you go.
Dark Knight. Wow. Batman Begins. Okay. So this got some heavy firepower behind it. Too bad it didn't really live up to it. I mean, I guess this was 96, right?
He
This
wrote
is
Blade
before all
too.
that. What? He wrote Blade?
He wrote Blade. Blade, but then he also wrote other bats. He wrote Ghost Rider as well.
Did he write Blade 3?
He wrote Ghost Rider as well.
I love Ghost Rider. Get out of here. I unironically love Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
The first one. I didn't see the second one.
Yeah.
That scene when listen, there is no scene I feel in a superhero movie better than when Nicolas Cage is turning into Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
And he's going nuts. That shit is. What would you do if you suddenly were just being engulfed by Hellfire? Fire. Come on, man.
It's true.
Oh man. Anyway, so this movie is starring Vincent Perez as Ash Corvin, the Crow.
Yeah.
Mia Kirshner as Sarah. Richard Brooks as Judah Earl. Iggy Pop as Curve. Thomas Jane as Nemo.
Yeah.
Vincent Castellanos as Spider Monkey. Thwai Trang, aka Trini. from Power
Yeah,
Rangers.
Trini.
Eric Acosta as Danny. Ian Dury as Noah. Tracy Ellis is Sybil, I believe. Is there anybody else that was really prevalent in this movie?
Richard Brooks.
Which one? Where?
He was the main villain. Richard
No,
Brooks.
I'm going down. You already went down.
You said him already. Okay.
I'm going down the IMDb list.
Yeah.
Usually they have the most relevant people towards the top. So
Yeah.
just trying to see.
Chino Morero. He's the lead singer of Deftones.
Off Deftones. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I see here basically the entire band is in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. Right.
So, what we were discussing it before the cast, this was supposed to be. This is a sequel. So Sarah is Sarah from the first movie.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because I was reading the synopsis for the movie itself, and it was saying that she has had history with the Crow bringing someone back to life.
Understood.
how they did like that again, and it kind of showed in the beginning with the hot dog. Again, she was getting hot dogs with the little girl, and Gabriel, the cat.
Gotcha.
That cat lived a long life.
I mean, did they say how long the time span is between the first? They don't have like a
So the cat was the cat was not a kitten
so years later.
in the first movie. So cats
Say it again?
live. And the cat was not a kitten in the first movie. It was like a regular grown ass cat.
No.
So still
But
a
that
grown
girl
ass
was
cat.
like she was obviously like a teenager.
She was like 13,
early
14.
teens. So yeah,
Yeah, so she's like maybe like 18, 19, probably 20. About 5
Gotcha.
years, 5, 6 years.
okay.
Makes sense. Anyway,
I know so now her character's working in a tattoo shop, I believe.
yeah,
And she's compelled by visions to draw the crow symbol on certain people, I guess. But it turns out that that's tied into the crow coming back, or the spirit of the crow inhabiting another person. So it's not anything to do with the first guy, Eric Draven, I believe is his name, right? It's not him.
yeah,
The story is over and done with. This one is now Ash Corvin's story. So Ash Corvin was a person who was done wrong by people in the same city, right?
yeah,
And essentially is a spirit of vengeance because it comes back to get vengeance on the people who
Yep.
wronged them.
They killed his son.
Now the thing is, this doesn't. It's interesting how prominent these people are in this effed up city because it's messed up.
Yeah,
The first movie was a total. I wouldn't want to live there. No.
no.
This one looks things have gotten a little bit worse actually. So much so that the gangs killed the guy's son. They lead you to believe they killed the father, but you realize, oh no, that is the father,
Yeah,
and they killed the son. And then they all kind of like try to blame the boss for the killings, but regardless, it's like that's just downhill. In the first movie, they was just kind of like pirates and whatnot. Now
Yeah.
they're monsters in the street. They see kids laughing and smiling, gotta kill you. So I guess that kind of sets the tone for like what's going on in the actual world of the Crow. Where I don't know, man. It seemed like you might need a spirit of vengeance if that stuff is going down. I don't know about you, Mer.
yeah. It's weird. Yeah, like they just murdered the kid. Like that is fucked up.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
They took his eye
Yeah, that's right. They do say
because he kind of killed because the way he killed the people that killed his son, he kind of killed them the way they killed his son.
So they each
They each
get
kind of
something messed up too.
exactly fucking all
Gotcha.
assholes.
Yeah.
So pretty much, like the way the first Crow happened, like pretty much Crow brings person back for to bring the wrong things right, kind of thing. So he also got woken up by the Crow, but the girl Sarah was having dreams of the guy of what was happening and stuff like that. So kind of that's what's her connection with the Crow. Like the Crow is like her old buddy and shit. Like, hey, buddy, and it has a new person that the Crow woke up.
I guess it's okay that they have a little connection there.
Yeah,
Because I mean, if unless it was her, like literally, besides that character, because again, it's not the same actress or anything.
yeah,
So besides her, it almost feels like this is a completely different, like,
yeah.
just a Tales of the Crow.
I feel like honestly, I feel like this movie did not have to have that. To be honest, just the fact that again, like it's like I honestly noticed it because I watched the first movie so many fucking times that the little like things that she did in the beginning, that's what caught my eye. The fact that that's the girl from the first movie. I feel like they didn't have to do that because it's a whole different story. Like after that, once you see her, she doesn't talk about the past. She doesn't go back into what happened to Eric Draven. She never even talks about Eric Draven or anything like that. So she doesn't really even connect to the first movie at all. You just know her from the first movie, and that's it.
The one thing I will say is that she seems to know how to draw the eye makeup, the face makeup.
Yeah,
That's it, because they share a scene where she's he goes back to the apartment where everything happened.
Mm-hmm.
He freaks out. Then, like, as they're, I don't know, she's giving him a hug.
Mm-hmm.
He's going nuts. And so she draws, I guess she knows. She just knows. Because at no point, I don't think at that point in the movie, does he say anything about the spirit of vengeance.
No.
Does he say anything about the crow?
No.
But I think the crow is present. The actual physical crow is present.
Yes.
And she knows that that city is messed up and something really messed up happened to him.
Yeah.
And she literally, like, there's a point where she said the reason she joins up with him, because she's almost like almost like his sidekick.
Yeah.
But she's kind of like his support. She's aiding him because she knows, yeah, you're the spirit. These guys need to get stuff done to them.
Yeah.
But it's like through that bond with the old crow, she just happens to know how to draw the face paint.
Well, she has the mask, and she had the mask in her room where she was staying.
No, I'm saying, well, she did it from memory because they were literally
Yeah.
on the floor in that dude's place
Well,
when
it's
she
not
was
that
doing. She was
hard.
like, this was, I forgot she said this was so and so's paint.
Yeah.
I think the son's paint,
Mm-hmm.
and she drew the like it was supposed to. It did its job. It had some scenes where it was like, okay, this is an emotional scene. I feel what they're going for. Like, that's the thing I can give the credit to this movie. Like, it's not great. Like the main character's acting is a little off again.
Yeah.
We've like, you were talking about him hiding his accent, but I was also just saying, like, he just seemed like this was, I don't want to say his first American movie, but like he's speaking in the movie like he's not really he's not from here, and he's speaking English.
Yeah.
But it feels like he's just from here. He's just a guy with a thick accent. So, but his acting, it just was a little like stilted at times. I think the villain was way too over dramatic though. I feel like they were chasing the first movie with some of the things. Like how the first guy, he was clearly over dramatic. He had swords and all that stuff. They sat in that big fancy dining room or whatever. How you had that fancy dining room in this burnt out city, but whatever. You know, to do with the long ass hair and whatnot. But it just felt a little too over dramatic for my taste.
Yeah.
It didn't really earn it, I feel like.
Yeah.
They had the guy, he had his oracle.
Yeah.
The blind woman who could tell things from the future. Like, you know what I mean?
I would, that would have been dope if it was the lady from the first movie. Like the one, I would like the pretty eyes.
I mean, well, she died.
I know she died, but it would have been cool if she.
It would add to the supernatural element. Yeah, definitely.
Treating it like, I didn't like, so the thing about they had the one kill, the kills of each character and stuff like that. I hated the lines, the dialogue. I was not a fan of the dialogue of him going after the people. And didn't make sense. At least like the Crow in the first movie, he had like the Edgar Allan Poe thing, and he kind of had like little rhymes and rhythms and things like that, but kind of made sense of a lot of things, like the thing he said to Sarah's mother and things like that, like mother's name of God and things like that. So he actually had a lot of things important in the first movie. This one, he had a lot of lines, but they were like trash. They weren't good. And like you see the killing and stuff like that, you just see him yelling. I was like, yo, just shut the fuck up and kill the guy.
But you know what I find different was that at least in defense of the first Crow, he earned it because we got time with him.
Yes.
We got to know Eric Draven a lot.
Yeah.
And this one, we don't know shit about this
guy
until after he comes back as the Crow, basically.
Yeah, you don't really know. Like again, this one didn't really have. They had a little time with his son here and there. They didn't like honestly. If the things that you were saying it was like maybe a kid's book that he read to his son and things like that, and that's the reason why he's reciting it. I think it would have made more sense of him saying it, but he said some random bullshit, and I'm like, just shut up and kill the guy, please.
Like I'm sure if you look up what it was, you would find it's from something there. But the reason we don't get that is because they never give you a preview into that part of his life. Yeah. Like, as in, like Eric Draven, you got that sense of, oh, he was at least attuned to a lot of poetry and stuff like that.
He was a musician. He was in music, and he was this, he was that. Yeah. So yeah, like again, it's not fair to compare the first one,
But they did it to
but they
themselves.
did it to themselves
They
exactly
really did.
because they made
They
it a
really did.
sequel and not in this. I feel like it didn't have to be the sequel. When we actually visit, I think the Crow Salvation, which is on our list. I think it's in the 2000s part of the list. So it's probably one of the second to last movies or something like that. That movie's a completely. It has like the same premise. People fucked him over. He ended up dying. He comes back alive to get revenge on the people that killed him. That's pretty much the premise of The Crow. But at least it has nothing to do with the first movie at all. It doesn't have to do with the City of Angels. It's its own story. And I feel like this is something that it kind of failed with it. The fact that they try to play it off as a sequel. It's not really a sequel. Like, it just besides Sarah was being there, she didn't do anything to make me think that she's from the first movie because there was none besides me catching the hot dog scene with the little girl and Gabriel the cat. The fucking cat. That's what caught me my eye. It was the cat. You would have known who the fuck she was.
Yes.
And as if you're paying attention to the first movie. If you just saw this movie as it is and like that, you have no clue who she was. The villains, I think the villains were more the fun parts of the movie, like Thomas Jane and the porno shit, and Iggy Pop was actually pretty decent in this movie. Trini, she didn't really have much to go with. She had little things. She was evil. But she didn't have a lot of stuff, but I did like the scenes that she had, and I was happy to see her. Rest in peace, Trini. What's that?
Yes, rest in peace.
And then, yeah.
I would say it almost feels like they didn't see if it says it's written by people who had to do with the comics is one thing, but it still feels so much like it's borrowing from the first movie, even the way down to the Rose Gallery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It almost feels like they were. That's why I said to you, like what we were talking about, just in general about this movie. Is this a retelling of the first tale? Because it feels like they were retelling the first tale. It doesn't feel like they were even trying to show you a separate person in a separate universe involving the Crow. Like, I mean, in the same Crow verse, you want to call it that. But it just feels like, is this the same exact movie? Yeah. The guy dies, comes back, murders these people horribly, because it doesn't feel like a different movie, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like it's formulaic almost. It feels like a Power Rangers, like we're all right. Well, we're gonna show them at Andrew Grove for 15 minutes, and then Rita's gonna show up, and then the parties are gonna show up, and they're gonna get beat. And then there's one thing that's going to show up that looks kind of creepy and is going to beat up everybody. And then cue the montage. And then Alpha goes, yeah. And then summon the Zords and it's over, right? This movie felt like Crow rises from the grave. He's angry. Got to kill henchman number 1. Got to kill henchman number 2. Got to kill woman.
Yeah.
Got to kill henchman number 3. And then we got to kill Big Boss.
Yeah.
It felt really formulaic from the first movie. That's how this movie.
100%. You know, it's funny too. Like, if you ever watched, I think it was the Crow Salvation. No, not Salvation. I think it's Stairway to Heaven, the TV series with Mark DeCasio.
Okay.
They did like a reimagining of the fucking first movie, and it's so fucking bad.
Oh man.
Because see, the first movie had its style, and I think that's what made it what it was. Like, honestly, I don't think if with that particular movie was made later on to capture what they were like, the style that movie was, I don't think they would be able to catch it the way they did. So think about all the 4 guys that he killed, like Tintin, things like that, and think of them as like college kids with like fucking sweater vests and shit like that.
No.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
You know what? I might have to send you the show.
I mean, since we're not gonna watch it, for this, I might as well watch it in general.
For science.
Yeah.
But yeah. I wish this movie had more of an original take on it. It did its own thing, but it pretty much was the same shit. Like, he killed someone, instead of him actually making the crow off the people he killed, like they died with the crow spread out kind of shit. Like, when Trini got thrown out the window, her blood just made the crow.
Yeah. I mean, I liked some of them. The first
Yeah,
guy we killed, and then like the glass on the floor was in the shape of the crow.
yeah,
I like how he stalked and eventually murdered Iggy Pop's character.
yeah,
I like the kills and stuff in this were brutal. I
yeah,
thought they captured like the essence of this guy. There was no like peaceful resolution.
yeah,
This thing was back to kill people. So if you embrace the essence of the character of the crow, is like he's gonna murder these people.
yeah,
But they took it to the level of, well, what they did to him was brutal.
yeah,
What he's gonna do to them, it's gonna be brutal.
yep, yep,
And it was. We could grab the porno dude down. I mean, Thomas Jane, basically the Punisher, and gouged his eyes out, and then tied him into the damn chair in the porno theater and lured Iggy Pop there. Like
yeah,
it's a lot. It's a lot. Like so for that, and then for some of the visuals and stuff, I like the big parade at the end. I like the places that they were depicting, the bars, the tattoo shop.
yeah,
Like again, they had a sense of style.
yeah,
That's the things I can give the movie credit for.
yeah,
Whether or not I think The Crow, it's a visual thing, right? Because
yeah,
you don't want to accuse them of trying to leech off the legacy of Brandon Lee and how good he did in the first movie, right? With the way the guy looked and whatnot, you have to. I like to say they were just doing that's the Crow, right? I don't want to say that's Brandon Lee's version of the Crow. I want to say that's the Crow, but still, it kind of feels like they were going for Brandon Lee's version of the Crow. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's a mixed bag.
yeah,
But I will say the acting is not the strongest part of this movie.
yeah.
So it's more for like the visuals and the kills and stuff. Like that's the real standout of this movie.
Okay. So, where you gonna give it?
I give it 2.75.
I'm gonna go the same route. It's 2.75. On my list, it will make it number 32. On your list, it will make it number 34. So yeah, no changes on the top 10. So right now, my top 10 is Turtles 1, RoboCop 2, The Mask is number 3, Batman's number 4, RoboCop 2 is number 5, The Crow's number 6, Superman 2 is number 7, Blank Man's number 8, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight is number 9, and Power Rangers closes out at number 10. Your list is RoboCop number 1, Turtles number 2, RoboCop 2 is number 3, Batman's number 4, Toxic Adventures number 5, Superman 2 is number 6, The Mask is number 7, Blank Man's number 8, Dark Man's number 9, and Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight is number 10. Next up on our list is Dark Man 3. We are finishing the trilogy of Dark Man.
That's pretty funny. Oh boy.
Oh
boy.
So Dark Man 3. After that, we got Generation X. After that, The Phantom and Vampirella will close out the next 4 movies.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a long week. This is gonna be a long 4 weeks. We are getting down. We are down to our last 22 movies, so we're getting there.
Soon.
Soon.
I don't know how good these next few movies are gonna be, but soon. Oh boy.
I do not like Phantom. I remember seeing it not so long ago, and that movie was dry as shit.
Really? Yeah.
Billy Zane.
I think it's all right.
Yeah.
It could have been better, but I think it's all right.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. So, thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere Recycle Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud and Spotify, and also WordPress. So check it out. Where you at, Merc?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, all Merc the Mic. Follow Our easiest way to follow us is on Spotify, Red Cyclone Inc. You could get our weekly, it gets better as Random Wrestling Babble, and our monthly, the Morphin Cast, the Game of Rage, Shell Shock, and the Not a Trekkie podcast. So definitely check those out. We have new episodes of Not a Trekkie, the Morphin Cast, and Game of Rage this month. So one more Shell Shock might be coming out this month. So check it out. Also, follow our Facebook pages, the Recycling Link and Red Cycling Link and the Wrestling Babble pages. We are very, very, very active on there, so check those out. Also, I had something in mind. I completely forgot. Anyway, so those are it. Always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, we just gave y'all some heavy duty crap for feeding this man. Stop giving him this sandwiches.
Just stop it. Just stop it. Anyway, peace out. Later.